Hi guys, welcome back. We're gonna learn some tips to make sure regular nail polish lasts as long as possible on your natural nail. Tip number one, make sure you remove all cuticle from the actual nail, right? Think of your nail as a canvas. When you're prepping for your nail polish, you need to make sure that all the skin, which is the actual cuticle, which is dead skin that gets attached to the nail plate as it grows, is removed. I have how to remove that in my nail prep video, but you have to just make sure that there's nothing on the nail plate that is not just nail. We don't want skin, debris of any kind, or anything. You want to make sure the nail is like a clean canvas. Tip number two, you want to remove oils and moisture from the nail, okay? In step one, we've already cleaned it up. Now we need to make sure we remove anything that's giving moisture to the nail. This is only gonna remove oils and moisture from the surface. Don't worry about it, it's not gonna damage your nail or anything. What you wanna do is grab a piece of cotton or whatever cotton you're using, dip it in pure acetone or alcohol and scrub your nail. Don't just do a little swipe, because if you do a little swipe, you're gonna remove the moisture that's at the very, very top only. But if you do a little bit of a scrub, similar to how you would do when you remove nail polish, you actually clean up a little bit more. This is temporary, so after you do this and the acetone or alcohol evaporate, you want to go ahead and apply your base coat immediately. You don't want to wait, because if you put this nail and you touch it with your fingers, you breathe on it, you let it sit there for a while, it might pick up moisture again. So you want to, this is called dehydration of the nail. You want to dehydrate it by scrubbing, and then as soon as the pure acetone or alcohol evaporate, you're ready to paint. Tip number three, wear a base coat. A lot of people just put their nail polish straight up in their naked nail, and some nail polishes, or I would say the majority of them, are not made to adhere as good as a base coat. So that's why you wear a base coat. You prepare the nail so that the nail polish can adhere to the base coat a bit better. Some polishes, like for example gel couture line, say that you don't need a base coat because the polish is formulated to adhere properly to the natural nail directly. A lot of people have a lot of success with that, but most polishes are not formulated this way. You need to use a base coat. For example, if you're using gel couture and you see that you get good longevity out of that without a base coat, that's fine. If you don't, try to use a base coat. Base coats are formulated to adhere very well to the naked, natural nail plate, and then to hold polish on top. So base coat, very, very important. The next tip, proper nail polish application, okay? We've already learned that you need to clean up the nail, remove the moisture. Now we've applied our base coat. This is very important. When you apply your nail polish, you wanna make sure that it's not all over your skin. If it gets all over your skin, you need to clean it. Why is that? Because if you put nail polish and it gets stuck to the proximal nail fold or the sides here, as the nail grows, the polish is stuck to the skin, it's gonna start pulling. We don't want that, right? So you want to clean up to make sure that the polish that's on the nail is separated from the skin. You can do this with a little wooden stick or with a cleanup brush, however you want. So try not to touch the skin. And on top of that, part of nail polish application is making sure that you do coats that you can control, meaning thin coats. And if the polish allows, you can do them a little bit thicker. You just want to make sure that they dry properly and they don't pull on the sides. Different formulas are going to behave differently. So just please make sure that when you apply your nail polish, it's just on the nail. The next tip, wear a top coat. Top coats are not just for shine. They provide protection to your nail polish. Again, a lot of people don't wear a top coat. And then they're like, well, things are denting. Things are, chipping fast. They're scratching. I'm getting bed sheet nails. Top coats, you guys, is very, very important. Top coats protect. They're made to just seal everything in and just wrap it all up, with a little bow on top. They're important. Some polishes, again, say that you don't need this or you don't need that. If a specific formulation has an indication that, you don't need a top coat for this, you can try it. Okay, you can try it and see how it goes for you. But if it doesn't work or if you see chips, just make sure you grab yourself a good top coat. So now that we have gone over the tips that are part of prep and part of nail polish application, we're gonna go into tips that are in between manicures. And the next important tip is to oil your nails. Yes, I always talk about oiling for nail health and the skin around the nail, but one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that oiling your nails with the oil that would absorb actually helps the nail polish that's sitting on the nail become, I don't know how to say this, like flexible, or increase the, yeah, I think that's what it is. Increase the flexibility of the dry polish that's in there, so that as your nail bends or it just gets hit while you're living your life, you know, the polish can go and flow with the nail, and it's not just like this stiff layer of something that when the nail underneath moves, the polish cracks, right? It helps increase longevity of the actual nail polish on the nail. Wearing gloves, this is just part of, like, you know, it makes sense if you think about it. If you want to protect something, when you're going to do work that might damage it, you protect it. It's also the reason why, for example, when you're trying to like take care of a table, you use like those little things that you put under the plates, right? Or when you use coasters, you don't want to mess up the wooden table, right? You use a coaster to put your cup on top. It's the same, okay? If you're doing dishes, if you're doing gardening, if you're cleaning the house, and you wear gloves, you're gonna protect your manicure. And I know it seems like common sense because that's what gloves are for, but a lot of times people don't realize that your nails do take a beating. So wearing gloves is gonna really help and extend the life of your manicure. Another thing that, again, might be common sense, but a lot of times we miss it, is do not use your nails as tools. And you're gonna hear nail techs tell you this all the time. Remember, when you're opening a can and you open it, not only can you cause nail breaks, which is a separate thing, but even if the nail doesn't break, you're gonna scratch your nail polish. Nail polish is just like makeup. Think about it. When you put your makeup in your face, you're not touching, you're not scrubbing your eye, right? You're not like wetting the face that has foundation, or maybe some of them are waterproof. I don't know anything about makeup, but you get the point, right? Like when you put makeup on your face, when you get a hairdo, you take care of it. You're not just picking at it or trying to use, you know, so the same applies to your nails. Don't use your nails as tools. Don't remove stickers like this. Don't try to be opening cans. Don't do anything crazy that can cause something to scratch, because at the end of the day, nail polish is just a paint job. You know, it's temporary. It's like makeup for your nails. Very important thing. Do not put your nails in your mouth. There's many reasons for this, and it includes nail health. Saliva is not very good for the skin around your nails or your nails. But on top of that, nail polish, it's not very good either, because when people put their hands in their mouth, they tend to be like tapping at their teeth or like trying to remove something that's stuck on a teeth. You're, again, similar to the step before. You have the possibility of scratching. Not only that, you can like break a corner, things like that. Nails in your mouth is a big no-no, and on top of that, like germs and stuff, you know, like you don't want to be like eating the world around you, right? So try your best not to put your nails in your mouth. Another tip, you need to resist picking at things, okay? If a little corner of your nail polish chips, sometimes that's gonna cause the whole thing to lift, but sometimes just the little corner chips and the rest, it remains intact. But if you start picking at it, you're gonna end up lifting the whole nail polish, and maybe a little corner missing from far away, you cannot even notice, but the second you start picking at it, now you lift your whole polish, which also is not good for your nail health, but let's say for the just manicure aspect of it, if you're missing a whole chunk, now your manicure is ruined. Whereas a little corner, maybe it doesn't matter. Try not to pick at little corners that might lift. And also, if you have a flyaway or a little piece of skin, don't pick at that either, because while picking at the skin, you're gonna cause your nail polish to lift. And of course, picking at the skin is also not good because of other things. But when talking about the longevity of the nail polish on your nails, don't pick, okay? All right, I hope this video will provide some help for, you know, the longevity of your manicures. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And as usual, thank you so much for clicking on my video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.